Hey, lock it. Bravo.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey,
A give for Taylor running right side. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Sam up.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his tight end fed. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Here's Lawrence. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hey, Haywood.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Sliding out of the pocket. Throw complete right side to Coons. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes.
Oh, now Breida loses it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. From midfield now, Burrow. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Burrow. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Breida.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try again. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just...
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play for the Jaguars. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Down. 18 Gator. Check. Drop. Rocket. Shoot.
Running left, Taylor. Finding room to the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Burrow's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, exit. Hey, lock it.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
He's got the connection to Cooper.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there just before halftime.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a give to Taylor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it.
And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Matt Breida taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guy's right.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Sam Hubbard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Wahoo!
Now Lawrence to throw.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Here we go.
To throw again on second down.
Burrow. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try to knock one away.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Dallas Goedert there to make the grab. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jaguars 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 Thomas.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Jags are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Check line 27. Check line 27. Yeah. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 27.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Noah Fant from 21 yards away. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 28. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. From the 35 on second down, Lawrence. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
64.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On second and 11 now, Lawrence completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, it's Taylor, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Hey, team 6.
On play action, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. Nothing open field, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Flush to his right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the option, here's Taylor.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, exit. Y'all playing wrong football.
They'll try the left side. Taylor, and he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Flushed out right. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. A big play that time on 4th and 1. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Lawrence to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And they will take a knee here. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.